And howdy do! Hi there, I am. Who are you? Who am I? Who is anybody? Let's get existential up in here. Hey, I am from the Beer Whisperer. And hey, I found something out here in the Louisville area, actually that I haven't, that I can't get in my neighborhood. It is Highland Brewing Company. Their Gaelic Ale. And Highland is in Asheville, North Carolina. So, without further ado, I am going to open the beer. Oh, beer, open. And I am going to pour the beer. And then I am going to drink the beer. So, let's take a look. Okay, so, Gaelic Ale. Now that we have it poured, let me read a tad from their website before I take a drink. A deep amber colored American ale. Yeah, I'd call that an amber-esque color. Wouldn't you? Can we all agree on it's freaking amber, can we? Featuring a rich malty body, Cascade and Willamette hops. Okay, well that tells me where they're going with it. And a complex hop flavor and aroma. This ale is exceptionally balanced between malty sweetness and delicate hop bitterness. It has a universal appeal and is our workhorse, accounting for about half of our total production. They've got another paragraph here I'm probably going to read, but I'm going to drink a little bit before I get to it. But I just want to tell you, their grains are 2-row brewer's malt, Munich caramel 40, caramel 60, extra special, because again, that tells me where they're going with it. The hops are Chinook, Willamette, and Cascade is 5.6%, 30 IBUs. Okay. So let's taste this, shall we? Oh, that's interesting. Very earthy. A lot of caramel on the nose, and while I'm letting this kind of breathe a little bit, I'm going to read that other paragraph here. This was our first beer and was originally named Celtic Ale in honor of the Scots and Irish, who originally settled the Appalachian region. Go Irish. We had to change the name unbeknownst to us. Burt Grant Brewery had trademarked Celtic Ale. The term Gaelic more commonly refers to the language of the Celtic peoples in Scotland and Ireland, and particularly to the Scottish Highlanders. The dark amber color is similar to a Scottish ale, but the flavor and body is more in the style of an American amber. So I think it was a couple months back I had a European brew, Celt. I think it's Celt, right? Celt or Celtic. I think it was just Celt. But anyway, it was the Native Storm. And this reminds me of that. It has the same earth tones that beer had. It isn't. They'd say it's more in the style of an American amber, but it actually has more depth of character than most American ambers. It reminds me more of that Celt Native Storm or the Celtic. I don't know Celtic, but anyway. Work with me, people. It reminds me of that Native Storm because it has those same earthy notes to it. It's not hoppy. I have had recently many breweries have come out with a hoppy amber, but the traditional American craft amber is very malty. You know, it's maybe not distinctive. It's just meant to be kind of likable. But this isn't that beer. And they say in the style of an American amber. I'm going to disagree with their own description, which I usually don't do because I assume they know what they're talking about. I think it's more complex than maybe they're giving it credit for. Because it does have those same earth tones, that same earthy quality that Native Storm has. So I think it's maybe more complex than maybe or maybe I'm just misinterpreting what they're saying here, and that's entirely possible because sometimes that happens. Oh wow, that's a good beer though. So In conclusion, before I run this thing too, no, I like it a lot actually. Amber beers were very popular in the early craft beer movement. They've become less popular as hoppy beers now. To be a popular beer, it seems to have IPA at the end of it. That seems to be where the trend is. But early on in the craft beer movement, anything amber-esque really is what sold your beers, and that's probably why this was their workhorse. It probably doesn't sell as well now as it once did, but it is a damn fine beer nonetheless. I do find more depth of character in this beer than a typical American amber, so I'm going to give them credit for that, and I think they need to update their website. Highland. This is actually the first beer I've had from Highland. Highland Gaelic Ale.